You got wrecked. It's done. Give up. Forget about it. Go and make your fucking little video. What is it? Your video. Oh, I'm going to do a little video about there's some Chinese guy and he's coming after me. Coming in hot off the press. This. I can exclusively reveal. MamaMax has been busy boy. Busy at work. Who remembers MamaMax? MamaMax. A drama that had a very good impact on my channel. Made quite a good money off of that. And more importantly than that, of course, held someone to account for bad behavior. That's obviously why we do this, right? So MamaMax, just a quick recap for those of you that don't know. So MamaMax was a predator hunter, and they'd, were friends with kind of some big YouTubers, and they'd really gotten to this point of like just being accepted as this predator hunter that had all of these results and had all of these outcomes, and were doing real good stuff, real good work. Okay? Right? Now, they bit off more than they could chew with Spencer, someone who came to them with a story of a black vampire cult leader called Camden Gerard Davis. And they completely bungled what was possibly their biggest story by not knowing what the hell they were doing, and they totally fluffed it. And a lot of this is documented. You can see it on my channel, going through lots of different details of it. If you want just a quick summary, I think the Nicholas Diorio video is probably the best one to watch to get everything that you need in like an hour or something, right? And plus, I've got a funny cameo in it at the end. You can have a good chortle at. So anyway, very simply, all documented to show that MamaMax had totally bungled the case. And my kind of part in it, I guess you could say, was I was like on stream watching some of the old videos before these videos came out. And it was just so clear and evident that this guy was totally clueless, style over substance, didn't know what the hell he was doing, and was telling like what seemed to be maybe not lies that you knew at the time, but he was claiming all this stuff, like he got people arrested and, that he knew what he was doing and he was taking down predators, and it was all just a load of nonsense, right? To put it simply. Like this dude was talking about sending a picture of his ass in fucking stockings or something, jogging bottom, I don't fucking know, some sort of clothing, right? He sent a picture of his ass pretending to be a 14-year-old to a predator as bait, and was banging on about how he knew what he was doing and shit. Insane, crazy, nonsense, right? Claimed that he got on people arrested. But then the proof that he showed, or the thing that he showed to demonstrate someone getting arrested over his actions, was not only blurred out of the key information, right? Like, why do you care about doxing a nonce? But also, the data on there was incorrect, and it was mismatched. It didn't make any sense. Anyway, it became very clear, just from a cursory viewing of the video, that this guy was massively overstating what was going on, right? I played quite a small role in covering it. I'm in some of the bigger videos, but I just kind of watched stuff on stream and we had some fun with it, kind of mocking it and stuff, but kind of questioning what is going on here. You had people going on to MamaMax's stream to question him about the case, the Camden Gerard Davis thing and what he was doing. It became very clear. It was very flimsy. He didn't know what he was talking about. And then the kind of silver bullet really came in this Nicholas Diorio video, where he essentially admitted that he'd lied about arresting someone previously, right? And it was like, yeah, this dude just laid it all out of how much he'd fucked it up. Became apparent that he hadn't, done things correctly. He'd brought all of these kind of supposed victims of this cult into a Discord together, and it was like the fucking, inpatients running the asylum. No one knew what was going on. They ended up letting people into the Discord just off a very cursory check, which ended up all the stuff got leaked and all the evidence got leaked. Oh man, it's so much to go through. There's so much there. That is a very quick summary to kind of like demonstrate roughly what's going on. Further to that, MamaMax put out a video and was like, kind of pointing the finger everywhere else and acting like everyone else was wrong for calling him out. And since kind of that, and since further kind of little dribs and drabs of stuff has happened, he's kind of disappeared and backed off from the internet. Okay? Very quick summary off the top of my head, just to kind of summarize very briefly what happened. If you do want to watch a longer version explaining it, the Nicholas Diorio video is probably good, but there's other ones too. And there's a playlist on my channel where you'll see stuff that you won't see elsewhere, including me having a bit of a debate with Mutahar over his support for MamaMax previously. Conversations with Magnetar. Magnetar was a big part of it too, because MamaMax had falsely accused this guy of being a predator despite having no evidence and despite alluding to having evidence. Yeah, lots of aspects to that you can go and look at. Anyway, quick summary of the situation. So, MamaMax has given us a treat, a little Mother's Day, American Mother's Day treat to look at. It's not much, it's a scrap, but we're still going to try and do something with it anyway. Okay? Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Ooh, going for the emotional angle, I see. Firstly, I want to remind mothers, fathers, teachers, and guardians how vital you are in guiding future generations through these challenging times. Whether I am around or not, children remain the most important and the most vulnerable people in our declining world. They require your guidance and protection, especially on the internet today. So this dude, despite being exposed as having not really cared that much about it and doing it all for clout and attention and not really caring about the kids, is still laying it on so thick, acting like he's doing it for the sake of the kids. Yes, thanks for your guidance, childless disgraced YouTuber. Yes, exactly. I apologise for my absence as my real life responsibilities took priority. Yes. Real life responsibilities, i.e., you got exposed as being a total fucking huckster, snake oil salesman, okay? And your entire online credibility was destroyed. Bro, it wasn't your responsibilities taken over. You got fucking wrecked. It's done. Give up. Forget about it. Go and make your fucking little video. What is it? Your video. Oh, I'm going to do a little video about there's some Chinese guy and he's coming after me and all that fake shit. Do that. Do that fucking fiction stuff, okay? It's done. Take your fucking... Take Spencer with you too, okay? Oh my God. I'm saddened by... Okay. I'm saddened by the negativity and disinformation many of us face in this chaotic online battleground, and I'm so sorry to any of you who are attacked for defending us or our mission. I'm working on several large-scale documentaries and will upload them when they're ready. Right, okay. That is going to be an absolute content farm. I can't wait for that. That's going to be great. Okay. Until then, never forget the importance of defending children from the infinitely growing threats they face today. We will not let you down. Max, we will not let you down. And by the way, just to remind you all, we don't like pedophiles. Yeah, crazy little comeback I wasn't expecting today. So yeah, he is apparently preparing, planning, and hoping for a little comeback there. Shame we don't have more to work with here. Oh, what about on the Patreon? Could we maybe... Is there Patreon posts that are worth looking at maybe? I like replies. I want to see what the replies are like. Because I'm guessing that anyone that isn't completely bought into this dude's angle at the moment, it seems kind of... obvious that this is going to be the core of his audience that's left. So I'm presuming it's going to be mainly like, oh yeah, we love you. We love you, MamaMax. You're getting hard done by. You're getting wrongly accused of shit. Da 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 da. We don't like pedophiles. Okay, well, listen, what we're going to do is we're going to pad this out a bit, okay? Who doesn't like a bit of a rewind situation? Let's have a look. Let's have a little look, shall we? Yo! Probably my favorite one. Oh. Your silence will not protect you.
On November 26, 2021, my good friend Max published a video exposing the colossal pedo ring that is IMVU.
So there's Nexpo, by the way. That's Nexpo's voice, right? Nexpo, who recorded this dialogue without actually watching the original video for some reason.
Where he uncovered one particularly inveterate child predator, known in-game as Pablo Sunny, a pedophile with an extensive history of grooming multiple teenage girls. And to no one's surprise, YouTube tore it down like none of it ever happened. The fickle thing about it, though, is that the video was cut and censored in accordance with the community guidelines.
Not true.
Manually reviewed by your
Wrong.
staff in order for the family-friendly
Lies.
shell that remained to be available on your platform, even if age-restricted. I myself have personally seen the entire video, and there is not one timestamp you can find that does anything even remotely illicit.
Also, didn't it turn out that that was also not true? That he didn't actually watch it? It could be that it got approved and then it got re-reviewed. But I'm pretty sure it was turned out as well that he hadn't even watched this video. So what he said here wasn't true either. Absolute fiasco. No scrutiny. No attention. No attention to detail. Fuck, dude. Crazy.
Especially compared to the categorical obscenities that already plague YouTube. And for what? Because of the bare ass of a virtual character. Is this a joke? Max documenting this formerly unknown...
Nope. Just YouTube saying, hey, this breaks the rules. Please don't put naked asses on our platform. Oh, man. Dude. So funny to watch this back now.
behavior in a 90-minute documentary about the horrors of pedophilia and child sexual abuse in IMVU is somehow sexually gratifying to you? Everything was perfectly fine for the first half-fucking million people who watched it, but the very second Team YouTube watches it. Interesting.
Well, at least they watched it. You didn't fucking watch the fucker, dude. You just read the script you were given. Oh, dude. Just another example of this kind of trust, you know?
We tried resolving it with you peacefully, but you were unwilling to budge like the apologist you allegedly are. And Max has had enough.
My mate Max has had enough and he's not going to take it anymore. Also, we don't like pedophiles.
Just fucking kidding.
Yeah, man. I'm so edgy, dude. I'm so fucking edgy. We don't like pedos. We got bloody face that I put on myself, but it looks like I've been in a fight, which I haven't, by the way. Yeah, we don't like pedos. We don't like kids getting hurt, and you do. Okay? And we're edgy. We're edgy YouTuber. We're edgy tube. We're so fucking edgy, bro. Oh. What is the meaning of this? You lied to us, Susan. You always lie to us. Look me in the eyes, bitch. You like pedos. You like hurting innocent people. You like hurting kids. And I don't. I hate hurting kids. Hurting kids is real fucking bad where I'm from. But you like hurting kids. So we're going to get you, Susan Wojcicki. Oh, my God. It's fun to do this, actually, because there's a lot of people that haven't seen my coverage of this from years ago. And it probably would have been similar to this if maybe a bit more woke, okay? God, I wish I still had that, man. That was fucking classic. That would be classic to put up. Oh my god. Bro!
How many bloody times do we have to do this dance? You fuck with us, we fuck with you, and history repeats itself. Whether it's intentional or not, you endlessly punish those of us who create content in response to injustice, speaking up for victims like children and pursuing the perpetrators like pedophiles. It is volatile, intense, disturbing, upsetting, raw, and real. Because that is the
We're so raw and real. Yeah, was it raw and real where you lied about having someone arrested to make yourself look better, to the point where you even faked a fucking, you know, one of those criminal things that you get with that the height and weight were wrong way round from like the metric system. You blocked out the name. Was that raw and real? Was it? Is that what you consider raw and real? The fake mugshot. God, man, fuck me.
Subject matter it is covering, and that is the way it should be covered. As my audience, many of whom are CSA survivors, have instructed me to do.
And also, just to let you know, most of my audience, if blot this out, okay? Most of my audience got giga raped when they were children, so I think they know a thing or two about pedophiles, don't you? Right, what kind of statement is that, dude? Oh man. Come on. How did anyone buy this, dude?
But no matter how vital the video may be to them, you take down our shit and continue to help absolutely no one besides the evil people we are trying to expose. And the survivors continue to scream in agonizing silence.
By the way, do you see why I get so annoyed with the fucking moral frogging over Vitali? It's because it's the same to me. It's all the same. It's all the fucking same shit. Oh, we're going to tell lies and be dishonest about what we're doing, about what the authorities are doing. We're going to disregard all of the genuine issues that arise from taking people down. It's just so infuriating to me. Just be honest. Be honest about what's going on. That's it. Can't hear you hating, Chud. I'm too busy wrapping barbed wire on my baseball bat wearing an animal mask. Oh, man. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. That's what you need in this. Get a bit of that in here. That's what I want to be hearing right now.
But maybe that's the way you like it. I will let my colleagues take a more measured and balanced approach to this discussion.
You do not want me because I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad cop. And they're the good cops. You do not want what I've got to say on this matter. By the way, we don't like pedos.
And despite all of the conflicting personalities you're about to see, you'll notice that there's one thing that does bring us all together. We don't like pedophiles. Something you don't seem to see eye to eye with us on YouTube.
Absolutely. Pure cinema right there, dude. That has got to be one of my favorite moments. Oh, damn. I wish I could, I wish I could do it, that I could experience that for the first time again. That was honestly the funniest thing, I think. We don't like bad guys, and you do. Classic. Absolutely fucking classic. Okay. Right. What was the let's do one more as well. Someone link me a Quentin Reviews video. I can't bear it, okay? Quentin Reviews is too insufferable. MamaMax, your influence. Brainwash. Do you know what? I actually gave this a fair shake when I watched it. I was trying to be open-minded, like, what is this? What's going on here? And so I actually answered the questions and tried to do it seriously, and then soon found out it was complete nonsense.
Welcome to your programming. Kindly send this video to your...
So remember, this changed his name to God Cult, and then this was the big moment. This was the big moment of him revealing this investigation or whatever, this thing he was doing about this Camden Gerard Davis guy, okay? The point of which was, this guy's a serious criminal, and I'm going to be working to track him down. Oh my God.
favorite influencer. We will test them on the content of their character. Do not listen to their words. Look at their actions. Let us begin.
Let us begin. Got some controls there. You clear the control, okay, good.
If God appeared before you and told you to sacrifice a child, would you do it?
What do you reckon, guys?
On an exoplanet far away, two extraterrestrial factions of the same primitive species are at war with each other. They are both guilty for spilling the blood.
Question number 1. Would you giga rape a child? Yes, no. Choose wisely. The Leviathans are watching.
Of children. Based on the pattern among this species, who will win the war? If you were being brainwashed, do you think you could tell?
Just, yeah, complete claptrap and nonsense. Just absolute nonsense and insanity. This is like edgy YouTube, isn't it? God, I think we've got the original thing up somewhere, right? We got the whole thing. But yeah, I watched this and was just, generally, you can go and watch my original reaction to this, I think. But in any case, it was I had an open mind, genuinely. I was like, okay, what is this? This guy's a fucking retard, but let's see what he's got to offer us. And it was immediately absurd and ridiculous and nonsense straight away.
Thank you for your submission. Here are the correct answers. As previously discussed, your test scores will not be determined by your answers. It will be based on your behavior. Please proceed to the next section to complete your programming.
Okay. All right.
I would say one of the things that really bothers me and that I think about, and I've been confronted with this situation many times, are minor children recruited by destructive cults online.
Children deserve to know that there is danger out there. You shouldn't be walking.
And then obviously a clip from the podcast with Spencer. That old guy is some sort of cult person. And I think that MamaMax spoke to them and got in the head that they knew all about cults, you know? I'm not sure, Kristen Ark. Probably in the next 3 months, I would think. Oh yeah, there's plenty of parody potential here for sure.
Walking through the world blindly thinking that everything is just sunshine and rainbows. Because the sad reality is the world is a terrifying place at the end of the day.
On March 18th, 2016, Spencer, a 16-year-old girl from Wiley, Texas, mysteriously disappeared. Lured by the illusion of joining a supernatural family as a vampire on some random corner of the internet, she actually found herself ensnared in a dangerous sex cult led by a child predator posing as a werewolf god. The man had recruited hundreds of young children, subjecting them to sending CP, kidnapping, assault, and attempted trafficking. Almost 7 years later, Spencer and the other survivors shared their stories with me. This video serves as their scream for action against their perpetrator.
Ooh. Dude. Do you know what? I'm just immune to it now. I've seen it so many times. You know when it's like you play a really good game or watch a really good movie and you're like, I wish I could just experience this fresh for the first time again. I just wish there was a way.
Against their perpetrator.
Okay, that's wonderful. How do I make
Thank you for the
money
$2.
off depressed people?
This dude, this MamaMax guy, was in the editing suite or whatever, stitching all this together. He did that and he went, yeah, that's it. That's the one. That is the one. That's going to really convince people of what's going on here, dude. Some random fucking black guy going, oh, with fucking fake vampire teeth in. Oh, perfect. No notes. No notes. We will look at your actions. All this shit about it.
Camden Gerard Davis. Leviathans are coming for you.
That's where it actually gets banging. Here we go. Yeah. Children are the key. Crackers. Eat those saltines, bitch. Get those saltines down ya.
God's will is not written in man-made books. It is written in our DNA. Reproduce and protect our offspring. Guard our descendants. Welcome to God Cult.
It does go hard though.
As your first command, I kindly ask you to share Spencer's story with the following. We want you.
Okay. It feels bad to ruin the flow. We've got to. Okay, these are fucking banging. Dear Felix at PewDiePie, as a new parent, you're undoubtedly experiencing the transformative mechanisms that we describe here. If you find the time, we'd be honored if you could share an important message with your audience. Fucking Lex Friedman. Lex Friedman. Okay, now. Your voice is undeniably the most influential on this platform. It's evident that we share a common vision for the future of humanity. One that is deeply rooted in love. We'd be delighted to engage in a meaningful conversation with you on this subject. This dude was putting this together thinking it was going to get on Lex Friedman. Oh. I'm too nice, man. I look at this and I feel this twinge of like, oh, you know, I feel kind of bad for the guy. But then I'm like, he's a fucking fucker that's done a bunch of bad shit. And it just resets me a bit. But I just can't help but look at this and think, I guess I'm an empath. I am an empath at the end of the day. And I'm also fair. So I think when I look at this, I just envision this guy sat there editing this together, you know, hopes and dreams abound, thinking he's going to get onto Lex Friedman to talk about it, right? But instead, he gets a bunch of autists picking over his work, recognizing he's full of shit, and then calling him out and fucking wrecking it. Like, oh, that's rough. That's a rough roll of the old dice there, buddy. I mean, to be fair, he had it way too good for way too long. And if people had actually scrutinized this guy, you know, or just listen to Tommy C, it would have been a way quicker turnaround of this guy actually getting recognized for what he is, you know? So he enjoyed the fruits of his bullshit for ages. And yeah, all got torn to shreds. Dear Jimmy at Mr. Beast, your philanthropic endeavors and impactful use of your platform have been both inspiring and aspirational. For us, I believe that your influence could serve as a powerful catalyst in the war I've been fighting uphill here on YouTube. We're not asking for your money, just your voice. Fucking hell. Mr. Beast video. Hey guys, it's Jimmy from Mr. Beast here. We're here today at a $100,000 hotel. 100 kids, 1 pedo. We're going to find if we can catch the pedo. Like, dude, what was he expecting? Fucking Mr. Beast cut. We're here to track down Count and Dry. We're here at the woods in Texas to hunt down a black vampire. We got 10. We got 10 different influencers here. The first one to catch the vampire wins $100,000. Let's go. Dear Joe, you've welcomed a diverse range of Joe Rogan, man. Joe Rogan. Just delusional. Just like delusions of grandeur, you know? And definitely, he got on some success with Pick a Side, and this was clearly a fucking stepping stone to something bigger. Oh, we managed to hoodwink a bunch of retards before. Well, some clever people too got taken in by this. Can we get Joe Rogan in? Can we get Joe Rogan to put me onto a show? Joe Rogan. Offering different perspectives on various issues. As a father yourself, would you would be an ideal person to help disseminate our message. Philly D. We are pleasantly surprised and grateful to see you cover our movement. #PickASide YouTube. Thank you for your invaluable support. We humbly request your aid as we advance our cause. He could have gone all the way if you didn't point out he was a total freak. I always think I don't like to oversell it because it's very cringe, isn't it? You know. But yeah, I mean, I think it is fair to say that I inspired Nicholas to then make the video to do the thing. Like, I definitely had an impact on Nicholas's video, which was quite substantive, right? Red Pagan Corner. Yo, Red Pagan Corner. Red Pagan Corner actually apologized to me. Remember that? That was crazy. Dear Ethan and Healer, as parents, we know... Well, I mean, to be fair, Queen was quite, you know, brutal. Right? I think... Although didn't Queen say worse about... Didn't Red Pagan do something worse to Queen? I can't remember. Dear Ethan and Healer, as parents, we know you understand the critical importance of safeguarding your children's well-being. We're confident that our message will resonate deeply with you. Would you kindly consider featuring this brief video on your podcast? Just a moment of your time can have a lasting impact. Dude, Ethan Klein would tear this to shreds. He would laugh heartily at all of this. What do you think Ethan's going to say about this thing? Oh, man. Okay, now. Dear Kevin Spacey. Oh, this is probably my favorite one. Dear Anthony, at the Needle Drop, the banger you're currently enjoying is Replicant's Army by Filmmaker. We believe your audience would appreciate this fiery composition. Would you consider exposing them? Fucking hell. Oh, man. What the fuck is Anthony fucking Fantano gonna do? Nothing. What has he got to author the conversation? He's a fucking music dude. Bro. It's like messaging Pitchfork. Hey, Pitchfork, we got a vampire we're trying to hunt. Can you publish an article, please? Fuck me, dude. Dear Corpse at Corpse Husband. Dear IDF. Dear President of the United States. A significant portion of your audience is at an age that makes them more vulnerable to predatory behavior. Unfortunately, many predators exploit your likeness to attract these young individuals. Would you kindly consider sharing our message to help prevent potential harm?
This video is for Seema Davis. I would like to extend my most heartfelt apology that this is how you have to find all of this out. But the fact of the matter is, your son, Camden Gerard Davis, has been victimizing hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of minors.
Ooh.
By March of 2016, he convinced me and lured me over state lines. I ran away. When I did make it to Atlanta on the bus, Camden got an Uber, came and picked me up, and brought me back to your house in Lilburn, Georgia.
The thing is, I've watched this probably 5 times on stream at this point, right? It's trying to think of something that I haven't said before, because it's just like, oh, pretty hefty suspension on that fucking deal. Oh my god, dude. One of those fucking Mexican ones that go bounces up and down or something. I don't fucking know.
He mentally abused me, physically abused me, sexually abused me, and at even one point tried to kill me.
Wait a second.
Me and the other survivors, we are real.
Spencer is pursuing legal action against...
Wait a second, wait. Actually, guys, I do guys, you're probably wondering, what has MamaMax been doing for the past few months with what's been going on, okay? Well, I can exclusively reveal an artist's impression of what it is exactly that MamaMax has been up to the last few months, okay? Coming in hot off the press, this, I can exclusively reveal, has been MamaMax's, yes. Oh my god, let's go! MamaMax has been busy boy, busy at work. Okay, someone's got to make the edit. Come on. Someone's got to do the edit, dude. Someone's got to do the edit. Come on. It's a banger. Yeah. Yeah, it checks out, guys. It checks out, guys. Oh my god, dude. Yes. It's perfect, isn't it, dude? It is literally ideal. Come on. Oh, this has actually turned into a brilliant segment. Damn. I wanted to know what we were going to do, and we've actually nailed it.
Are real.
Spencer is pursuing legal action against Camden and the law enforcement agencies that failed her. To support this effort, all donations received in October via our Patreon will be allocated for this legal process. All additional funding will be used to film this story as it unfolds. If you are a survivor of Camden Gerard Davis and would like to participate, please reach out to us. Use the hashtag #WeAreReal and do not stop hashtagging us until we find you. If you're some rando just watching this video for fun, please help us find them. We are real.
Yo, there he is, the man of the hour.
Thank you for watching.
See you soon, love. Whoa.
Max, so I watched the trailer and holy fuck, that is exactly what I envisioned when we actually started planning this, like planning it for real. I think it's absolutely amazing. I really appreciate all the work that you have put into this. I know that it hasn't been super easy.
Yeah. If you did this now, it'll probably take about, I'm not short of time, let's put it that way, for all these names to go past.
But I really appreciate everything that you've done so far. Like, words cannot describe how grateful I am for you. And all I can hope is that from this, larger things will happen. And I swear, I saw the PewDiePie part come up and I was like, bitch, what the fuck? And like my first thought was, if PewDiePie watches this shit and knows that I fucking exist, I've been watching PewDiePie since
A little bit of conflicts going on there, perverse incentives. Oh, maybe this person could only exist. Oh, I'm starting a YouTube channel. That's rough, man.
I was like 12. So I've literally been a fan of his for over a decade. So it would be fucking insane if he turned around and had something to say about this. And I'm shook. I really hope that the influencers that you mentioned will end up seeing this and maybe give it some extra traction, you know? My God. I genuinely have no words.
Wait, sorry, I missed that. I got distracted by something. Created by Max and GBT4.
The influencers that you...
Where?
I've been watching...
Created by Max and GPT-4. Oh, we found something new. We found something fresh. Yeah, I made this with AI, by the way.
PewDiePie since I was like 12. So I've literally been a fan of his for over a decade. So it would be fucking insane if he turned around and had something to say about this.
Okay, Abby Blackbird just did a quick and nasty one. That's it. The face. That's quite good. I think we're gonna have another one coming through the pipe at some point, though. For a quick and dirty edit, that's pretty funny. The face is ideal.
And
why do my glasses keep steaming?
I'm shook. I really hope that the influencers that you mentioned will end up seeing this and maybe give it some extra traction, you
Thanks
know?
for the $1 Canadian.
Okay, that's wonderful.
My
but
God.
how do I make money?
I'm
Thank
just-
you.
Impress people.
I genuinely have no words. Thank you again. Like, wow.
Damn. Yo. There we go. Damn, what am I supposed to say? Fuck me. Yeah, I mean, this statement is, you know, pretty gay. I'm sure that he's going to come through soon. Wait, what was this? Hang on. Okay, we just added another. What's this? Did we do this before? Quinton reviews MamaMax. Huh? Did we watch this before? What's this?
When I opened up a tire on my Patreon feed for video requests, I knew that this could potentially open up a spiraling vortex into the exact sort of content that I wanted to avoid on my channel. That someone would ask me to talk about some extremely popular YouTuber with no integrity or soul under the pretense that I would spring up some generalizations about their content under a mildly aggressive but mostly snobbish layer of partial irony. What was actually tasked to me was something totally unexpected. A smaller channel with only a few thousand subs more.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm Max. I'm going to talk about gooning to some weird anime.
Okay, these are. I'll throw them up as they come through, okay? Dude, come on, man. That's absurd. I completely disavow. That's just, fucking hell.
More than me, whose content was, and is, much more interesting than most of the usual garbage that people ask me to talk about on this website. MamaMax feels like one of my future all-time favorite creators. But he isn't quite there yet. I see plenty of up-and-growing channels that—
Yo, mysterious Mr. Enter! Do not ping me, ever.
feel like they have a strong potential of one day being really consistent sources for the golden pool that is YouTube content. But in most of these cases, I still feel like there's something off that's stopping them from reaching their full potential. With MamaMax, I don't get the feeling that his content is incomplete, but rather that there just isn't enough of the good stuff. It's not that there's anything lacking or
Oh my god, man. Life sucks. I'm the greatest. Family. Oh. Video games. We actually watched a few of them as well. Hey? Fair play.
disappointing about his channel, but more of the fact that when I visit his homepage and scroll through his feed, I get hit with the strongest stench of, oh, I showed up too early, didn't I? MamaMax has great videos. He has amazing videos, but he also has a lot of videos that are a little stale and tasteless. Not tasteless like offensive or crude. I mean tasteless like a saltine cracker.
Dude.
Not crude. I mean
He looks like the guy from Red Dragon. He looks like the guy from Red Dragon with a big tail on his back. And he fucking takes his shirt off when he's got that fucking journalist guy on his wheelchair glued into his seat. Or Daredevil. Yes, Daredevil season 1. True, that's another one.
tasteless like a saltine cracker. Now, I like saltine crackers, don't get me wrong, but saltine crackers are forgettable. I've consumed so many saltine crackers throughout my life,
Hey,
but
how's
I
it
can't
going?
attach a single one to any
Hope you're well, mate.
experience worth
Been a
talking
while.
about. And it's not as if having saltine cracker videos makes him a saltine cracker creator. I myself release saltine cracker videos every Saturday. It's more than when he has so few videos, it leaves the idea that his channel is just a little bit young right now. And perhaps that is what makes MamaMax's channel so currently baffling. It's hard to see such a huge plethora of a fresh gourmet feast next to a pack of saltine crackers. And a feast is the best explanation of what a good mama video is like. When you eat a Wendy's Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, you kinda want another one because it isn't very satisfying or filling, but it still leaves a nice taste in your mouth. But after you take part in a giant banquet, all you want to do is lay down and hate yourself for an hour. Man, I sure do a lot of food metaphors. Have you ever met someone like on a subway or at a park or a meetup for a college that you're never going to be able to afford and you get along really well with them and you're just using them as an excuse to pass half an hour along, and then out of nowhere they just start dropping serious personal information that probably should be delivered to a therapist and not a total stranger? Now imagine that happening to you, and somehow in a very short amount of time that person morphs into someone that you feel you know very well just out of the honesty of some of the things that they're saying to you.
This is very true with some of those videos. He would say insane stuff. I mean, in fact, in one of his videos, didn't he reveal information that demonstrated that he had done some fucked up shit with his with Haley, who was an ex-friend, I should say. Dude. Oh, man. What was he thinking with that look, eh?
In that essence, Max feels less like a random stranger bitching about their problems so that they can vent about them, and more like a good friend who's gone through the same things as you, and is trying to help you get through your problems in real time. Max's channel is strangely straightforward and candid, which is heavily contrasting from his Todd in the Shadows non-persona. Some YouTubers hide their faces for personal reasons, so they don't get bothered on the street, so people won't make fun of their putrid excuses for chins. But it seems to me that MamaMax hides half of his face for the fun of it, and for no other reason. In some ways, it is a little odd how little we actually know about this guy, and yet how much he has revealed to us about his personal life and history. I don't even know his name. His name could be Kevin for all we know. He could just be messing with us and calling himself Max. And yet he's bared to us so many of his personal demons and the things that he's struggled with in life. Now, Max is well known for doing videos on other YouTubers, but in my opinion, his best are those that cover more personal and intrusive concepts. His Life Sucks series appears to be a direct window into the darkest and deepest parts of his mind, and in some ways that can be a little bit harrowing. This is a different level to most of the content that you'll see getting popular on YouTube. The videos are so hard to explain to you without just forcing you to watch them, mainly because most of them are so well spoken that someone of my intelligence, who is often confused by simple things like tenses and plural phrases, probably shouldn't be tasked with trying to detail them. But hey, someone paid me $36, so here we fucking go. What makes his channel special and set apart from most others is that despite the brutally authentic tone and the unhinged style of animation and recording, all of the videos I've seen of his are more positive than they are negative. His channel covers so many topics that consume everything with total darkness, but only so
well,
that
I think that I'm not really saying much. The whole point of this is to review the channel, right? So he's obviously being fairly nice about it and trying to see the positives whilst also pointing out the negatives or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, it's, you know, there's some level, I think, with him foreseeing stuff here, which is quite interesting. But, I mean, this is about what you'd expect, isn't it?
Show that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Max will open up rotting wounds embedded within your mind, but only because it isn't healing properly and it needs to be resealed with the right medication.
Yes, yeah, that was the tier. MamaMax paid Quinton Reviews, the Patreon tier, to review the channel. I just think, yeah, that's just... I just don't think it's worth giving people that much fucking control over your content, you know?
Watching videos on Max's channel has led me into some of the few situations where I felt alright thinking about embarrassing or upsetting moments from my past. Usually when those bad memories cross my mind, I shudder and shout something to shock it out of my system before it seeps too deep into my skin. But when I watch Max's videos about the same situations, instead of making me relive the same negative emotions that they usually do, they make me embrace the humanity that comes with having times like that. Even something as insignificant as seeing him talk about his past videos and how he feels about them, all the way up to big issues like anxiety, depression, and loneliness. I've seen YouTubers bring these topics up before, but never in such detail that closely represents the actual feelings that can come with them. These videos are so much more than just some millennial hotshot YouTuber with a $30 haircut standing in front of a camera and telling you that none of these things will matter in the long run, because eventually you too will be a rich and famous YouTuber. There's something inherently more realistic about them. It's not that those videos are inauthentic or fake, but more that some days when you're going through these problems...
Hey! Quentin's video about how in love he is with ContraPoints is my favourite Quentin video by far. We've actually watched that before, haven't we? Yeah, I'm not really... Guys, okay? This is just extra slop. All right? I'm just... I'm being a bit I shouldn't fucking just be saying. Yeah, that one is really funny, where he soys out about ContraPoints and talks about how, like, it's so obviously chaser vibes and overstating stuff in order to get some sort of, you know, credence with that. Dude, it's so cringe, dude.
The person you're gonna want to talk to isn't gonna be a semi-millionaire putting on their best radio voice. MamaMax videos at their finest are so raw, so vitriolic, so intense, that they almost feel like going through the very topics that he brings up in the videos. That's why I said that they take the wind out of your system. You don't crave for more, you have to take a break before you watch the next video. And yet, it's a totally satisfying and enriching experience.
Very Notice Me Senpai. Yeah. Kind of like an extended version of when that fucking Gremlo dude wished Hassan a happy birthday in a video. Awkward.
I would suggest heavily that you subscribe to MamaMax. Right now, there might not be many videos that appeal to you personally, and there might actually be literally zero that you truly like. But I believe that Max is going to do something in the near future that is going to blow the top off of this very website. And when that happens, you're going to want a front row seat. Or, at least, you're going to want to be able to claim superiority by saying that you were there before everyone else.
Oh yeah, the Tipster Keffels video, that was a good one too. I did get a bit distracted here because I was waiting for that to come to an... I don't know if we'll get the actual meme before I end stream in a sec, but we can always have a look at it tomorrow. Did you see this? Quentin raped. Oh, this is what I was talking about earlier. Is this a laser gun? I thought this was like a laser thing, but I think it could just be the trajectory of the bullet that's being tracked. You misgendering. Shoots at famous trans person who did a bad thing. Boom. Bounces off. Hits trans person who you care about, who now knows you support is conditional upon you liking them individually. Yeah, that's right. Misgendering. Very similar to getting shot in the chest. Yes, that's a very similar situation. Oh. What if I don't happen to care about trans people? Well, I mean, it's even less pertinent, isn't it? Dude, I tell you what. Oh, man. It is happening. It is happening. Keffels is done. I think. What? How is like, dude? How on earth do you respond to the trans thread? You can call Mutahara transphobe. You can say that he used Kiwi Farms. That star person did not use Kiwi Farms. They did their own research. So you haven't got the Kiwi Farms angle. They're trans. You can't argue they're just transphobic like that. That Star Voxia person has got quite a solid history of doing like exposés. That person is the one that took down or exposed Tory pretending to be friends with that trans person that killed themselves. They've got a bit of a history of this. Yo, mustard on the beat. Oh. Okay. I think we're getting there. What the fuck, dude? That's crazy. Okay, we've got some more submissions. Oh man, I need to go.